The Minecraft Tiny Takeover game drop is here with the 26.1 update, so I've gone ahead and found 10 seeds for you to try out. Whether you're on the search for the updated baby mobs, you're getting ready to craft the new golden dandelion, or maybe you just want to start fresh with a brand new world, one of these seeds may be exactly what you're looking for, so let's go ahead and check out what I have today. With the new Tiny Takeover update, I decided to find this village island seed for two reasons, this little dude and this little dude. And with the village at spawn, I should also let you know that I play on Java Edition. Seeds on Java Edition and Bedrock Edition, despite having lots of parity now, only have similar terrain. Structure generation and locations are different, so just know that the structures I show in this video, like the village, will only be there on Java Edition. I think the little villager with the massive head just looks hilarious, and the new model for the baby turtle is just adorable if I'm being honest. Of all the new models and textures for baby mobs, those are probably my two favorites. As for the seed itself, of course having an island village at spawn is always great. It's isolated out here pretty much by itself in the ocean. Really just a type of seed I always like finding. I'm always looking for seeds that are just great survival starter seeds, and this is one of those. There's plenty of space here for multiple builds, and a bunch of materials nearby to help out the start too. The natural biomes and terrain are just great here. The open and flat plains is just perfect for a base area, the pointy spawn mountain looks great, the forest helps enclose the plains area, then we get some cherry grove, the frozen peaks, and some mountains in the distance to help enclose the area too. For some perspective on how some smaller builds could look here, we have the village on Java Edition, plus the quick access to villagers and materials is always great too. Just such a nice seed for a great survival start. The spawn area of this seed looks pretty cool. If you're looking for a big Mesa biome but don't want to directly live in the Mesa or want some greenery or something, this is a great option. We get the plains, forest, sparse jungle, and jungle all in a little circular shape, and all surrounded by different Badlands biomes. So, you'll get different options for different wood types with the forest and jungle biomes, you'll get some animals in the plains, so maybe you'll see the new updated black dot markings on horses, or you can check out the ruined portal, which actually you may want to do first to control the fire right away anyway. As for the Mesa, my favorite part is the tall mountain towards the east. I don't know what types of plans somebody would have for a place like this, but I do know seeds like this always look awesome. The mountain ring in this seed is just incredible. Little Caldera circle type area is formed by some pretty tall jagged peaks with the grove under them, and down in the middle valley we get a nice meadow biome and a tiny pale garden. You probably noticed we get two villages too. The one closest to the actual spawn point is this pretty typical plain style village with two churches, and then we get this abandoned village close by, which is a bit more rare, so that's cool. There's gotta be some sort of lore you could come up with for why this village didn't last, whereas this village is still doing okay. While we're here in a meadow biome, since it has lots of dandelions, I figured I'd mention that you can collect some gold nuggets, maybe starting somewhere near this dripstone cave, and craft the dandelions into golden dandelions. These can be fed to baby animals to pause their aging if you want them to just stay small. You can also always revert that aging pause by feeding them another golden dandelion. But yeah, definitely lots going on in this spawn area that makes it worth checking out for a world in the new update. This week I'm going to make a new video for my channel members where I'm going to discuss some great seed finding tools that I think everyone who looks for Minecraft seeds should try. If you'd like to see that or help out the channel a bit extra, go ahead and click the join button to learn all about becoming a channel member. I just want to say thank you to all of my channel members and to everyone for all the support on the channel. It's all sincerely very much appreciated. This seed has every biome within about 1300 blocks of spawn. So if you're just looking for a starter seed that just has access to all the biome types and different blocks, well, this is a great option. The spawn of this seed is here in a plains biome, and like usual when I find these types of seeds, you're going to have to make a few sacrifices when it comes to biome sizes. In this case, we get a pretty small windswept savanna, sparse jungle, and birch forest. Of course though, the access to everything close to spawn probably makes that trade-off worth it. It makes it easier to get access to all the materials, or easier to go out and check the few new features in the latest update. Like you can see the new models for all the different baby mobs, you can see the new models and animations for rabbits, or you can get the materials needed to craft a name tag. So there are lots of different reasons you may want a seed like this, but if for whatever reason you do want every biome pretty close to spawn, well there you go. This Minecraft seed is pretty cool. Over my time finding seeds, I've found lots of cliff islands, but they usually aren't plains biomes. Well, this one is. So if you're on a typical survival island type experience with a plains biome, but on a cliff island, this gives you that opportunity. Especially since, on Java Edition at least, it just has that one tree for a true classic survival island start. There's a decent amount of space up here for building a base, I found some pigs and chickens, and of course the cliffs on the sides gives you some new opportunities to make unique builds or something. Overall, a pretty cool seed that's a bit different than the usual cliff islands I find. This seed has all of the main wood types right around spawn, except for mangrove. All the different trees are in this mountain valley area. The stony peaks and frozen peaks don't make for the tallest mountains, but they do complete an entire ring around all the different biomes in the middle valley. We get the dark forest for dark oak, we get the pale oak in the pale garden, birch in the birch forest, oak and birch in the forest, acacia in the savanna, a couple cherry blossoms in the tiny cherry grove, and the spruce in the groves under the mountains. If you do end up really wanting mangrove, it's really not that far of a travel to find some. But yeah, having all those different biomes that spawn is great, having them enclosed by some mountains is even better. It's just really convenient having such easy access to all those different blocks. For every single seed compilation video I make, I also create a blog to go with it. So if you'd like a place to easily click a button to copy the seed number, or to have a place that has all the coordinates to everything I show in this video, go ahead and check it out after the next 3 seeds with the link in the description. This comment asked if I could find a coastal plains village that's near both a cherry grove and forest. We get the coastal plains village here. It's next to a little bay that connects to a bigger ocean over there. We even get a shipwreck mixed in with the village here. It's in a plains biome which extends on over to the east. The forest is right next to it, and the cherry grove is close by too over to the north. We get a church in the village which has a brewing stand inside, and a mason's house too, which has a stone cutter in it that can now turn stone and deep slate into their respective cobblestone variants. A small change in the newest update, just a fun fact for you. So hopefully that works out for what the comment was looking for, and feel free to always leave a comment with a seed you'd like to see, and maybe I'll find it. I found this little pale garden bowl at the spawn of this seed. I like these as like a twist to the popular cherry grove circle, at least until I get tired of finding these too. The little pieces of dripstone caves on the cliffside look pretty cool, especially this part here that opens up to the outside. And down in the middle, it's kinda cool looking around and feeling like you're in a habitable spot, while the area around you looks far less suitable for life with its grayness. If you go underground beneath the middle of the circle spawn area, you can find a trial chamber. So that gives you something to explore, but I really wanted to find it to point out that if you have note blocks, it can now make a new trumpet sound with copper that changes based on oxidation levels. So yeah, there's a pale garden circle seed. We've got a new Minecraft update, so naturally I needed to find a new continent island seed to go along with it. Or an island that's much bigger than usual Minecraft islands with multiple biomes for those who bring up real world and Minecraft world size comparison all the time. The spawn of this one is in a pretty decent sized cherry grove, and there's 2 different villages near spawn too on Java Edition. Among other structures across the island, you'll also be able to find a woodland mansion. But remember, you'll no longer be able to get name tags from librarian villagers or mansion chests, so now you'll need to craft them with nuggets and paper. Some more biomes you'll find across the continent are the Pale Garden, Forest, and the Savannah, just to name a few. Definitely lots for you to explore across the island, and lots of space for you to build whatever you'd like. Minecraft world generation hasn't changed, so seeds I found for previous updates still work. Go ahead and check out one of the videos on screen now to see some more seed options. Check out the mystery seed that you can see on screen now too. Thanks for watching, I'm out of here, see ya.